I want to try something a little different. Moving forward, I'm gonna do like a little mini vlog because we're coming into the gardening season, and I just figured I would document it a little better than I have in previous years. And I noticed that as many of you love my shopping videos, you also seem to really like my stuff that I put out on Instagram. Sorry, I'm really tired. I've had a really big weekend. It's Sunday and I was away working Friday and Saturday, so I'm super tired. But I thought I'd just come and sit up in the back garden and assess the damage. We've been away for a while and we haven't touched the garden all winter, so I thought I'd bring Brian out here. Say hello, Brian. He's getting old now, aren't you, poor boy? Yeah, so I think I want to show you how I do the garden, things I do, things like that. This might go somewhere, it might not. I might not film something, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to clean out the greenhouse today. It's something that I look at every time I walk past, and it's one of those ones where you just go, oh, I really need to do that. So yeah, just look how pretty it is up here. It needs mowed. Oh, we need to let the sheep in here. The sheep from the farm over the back. Get them to clear it for us for free. I do like to sit up here. It's one of those places where you can just sit and listen to the birds and contemplate and watch your dog eat grass. Get eaten by midges. Let's go and clean the shed, eh? Kids are playing in the garden, and I have decided today is the day to tackle this colossal mess. So let's get to it. Okay, so just to give you all a rough idea of what is actually going on in here, I've taken a couple out already. At the end of the last season, I left everything in the pots to just die back naturally and decompose from the roots down in the soil. So this season, I can empty all of the compost and the soil from these, mix it with some new stuff and some worm castings, and then have a whole lot of fresh compost, because everything's died off now anyway, and it's all been sat in here drying out over the winter. So fingers crossed I can get it all to work, and means I won't have to buy as much compost for my tomatoes this year. So I was just clearing out this pot, and I remembered I left a couple of chilies on there in a hope that they would dry out enough that I could salvage some of the seed for this season. So fingers crossed these will be okay and we can germinate them. But this is I think these are basket of fire, I think. Or they might be Chinese fire spice, I can't remember. But hopefully I can salvage some seed from these. Okay, so I have got all the plants out, but as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. It looks like the ones that were living on this side over the winter stayed a bit wetter than this side, or the ones on the grates. And then I've got all these weeds to tackle as well, because if I don't tackle them now, or at least in the next couple of weeks, I just get this suspicion that they're going to go wild. And I think it's brambles. I don't know, it's some sort of climbing weed, and it's making its way inside the greenhouse. But yeah, I've made a little bit of progress. This is all the pots I've got out, and I filled the bin. One thing I will say is that the coir pots and the coir tops are not something I'm going to use again this season. I used them last season and I kept them on top of the pots over the winter, and they just kind of became a hiding ground for bugs and slugs and stuff to eat. Some of them though, it did keep the soil quite nice. It didn't dry it out like these ones, but that was probably the only benefit really. So I have got some seedlings, which I'll show you in a minute, that I need to sort out, but it's a lot to do and I don't quite know where to start. Rightio, this is all of the soil that I'm going to try and salvage. I'm going to put it in that wheelbarrow and try and use it for this summer, make it better, because we all know soil's expensive. That's the window washing ladder that is going to go soon. But I have finally, let's zoom out so you can get a better picture. I have actually got a big chunk of the greenhouse clean. I've cleaned up the side. That is the paint for the fence, which I need to double check and see if it's still okay. If it is, I am gonna just give the give the fence panels a little lick of paint. I have just also realised today that these back panels don't actually have any clips in them. So I've just tried to put some clips in these ones, but these weeds are not brambles, but they are excruciatingly thorny. So I'm gonna have to leave that for another day and try and clean up the back. That is some guttering from our old shed that I need to think about what I'm gonna do with. And then just give this horror show a bit of a clear up and maybe bring Percy out of the bush. Percy Peacock. So these are all my lovely little seedlings that my lovely friend Murray started for me while I was away. Some of them are looking slightly leggy, but I will plant them quite deeply. We've got a variety of tomatoes, eggplant and chilies in there. So I'm just going to pop them back in there because the greenhouse is nice and warm at the moment. Probably have to keep bringing them in at night, but in the next couple of days I'm going to start another round of other seedlings of other plants to plant out. So yeah, we're all moving forward. So this is the rubbish that I managed to pull out of the greenhouse. I'm really not bothered about taking it today, but I will take it this week to the skip. Also, I've left my kale in to go to flower because I am running low on kale seed. So I think I'm going to leave this in to completely go to seed and then I'll harvest them in a bit. I'm a bit excited to see the strawberries are coming back on their own. I left these guys to die off completely on their own with absolutely no help from me, and you can see it's starting to come back to life. The two hanging basket ones are doing the same, so it's quite happy with that. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for joining me. It's been a bit different, but a chilled kind of look at getting their garden started, or kind of sorted for the season, and I look forward to bringing you guys along for some more of these like mini vlogs, I guess, and hopefully in the not too distant future I'll get my act together and sort my plants properly. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.